Welcome to another reading vlog. Woo! Well, I uploaded a video recently saying that it's a weekend reading vlog, which just extended into a week reading vlog, a whole entire week. So this time around, it's really gonna be a weekend reading vlog, and I don't know if this weekend, I'm gonna be as productive as I hope, but um it's okay. I'm just gonna take it slow. I got some studying to do because I have a test on Monday, and I'm just gonna read and enjoy myself. But a little update while I was not vlogging, actually. Um, I'm currently reading both Dune and The Ninth Rain for my SFF tackle down, and oh damn, I'm lucky because I think I'm enjoying the both of them really quite a bit. So for Dune, like I'm still where I am, around the 200 page mark, and for the ninth rain, I'm already almost at the 300 page mark, and both I'm enjoying very much. So let's start with Dune. So Dune is following a young boy and his family as they travel to a new place where the father is now the new ruling party of that particular place, and it seems like there's people who want to sabotage them. So yeah, it's going through that sabotage and that political maneuver of everything, and the theme of Paul, our main character, being somewhat of a messiah. So yeah, and so I am enjoying it, although it is slow. But I realized with Dune is that I really do want to enjoy it slowly because of the way its narrative is. It feels like each part that I read must be sort of intentional. Like I can't just blindly read it and be like, yeah. Just read it, don't absorb anything. I feel like with Dune, I really want to look at it and like understand the words. I really want to analyze it. Like I'm not someone who really likes to analyze every book that she reads, but with Dune, it did make me want to do that. So I'm taking Dune rather slowly. I really want to enjoy the process of Dune because I really love Frank Herbert's writing style. It's very immersive. Like once I'm reading it, I'm in it. I feel the characters' experiences. I feel like I'm in the sand dunes with them. Yeah. And for the ninth rain, oh wow, okay, I thought that I would enjoy it first because based on the first chapter, I was like, this is okay, it's interesting, but it doesn't seem to be my style. But then when I read it more, I really enjoyed it. Like I was like, okay, I get it. This feels very like gothic in some sense, not really gothic. It feels very steampunky. I don't know how to explain, but it feels very steampunky. We're following three different characters. One is like a Borean of some sort, which is like this legendary warrior. Another is this scholastic woman who is like a woman beyond her time. Like she's gay, like she's lesbian. She's a scholar. Like I love her very much, Lady Vintage. And we're following a witch, which in this world is considered not a good thing because of the religion that they have in this world. And not everyone believes, but most people believe. So she is a witch, and so not good. But we're following the three of them, and the ninth reign essentially is about them being themselves, like being a scouting party to find the artifacts that explain this particular phenomenon in their world. And but essentially the last war that they ever had was the eighth reign, and one of our main characters, who is the legendary warrior, who's a Iborian, he Tourmaline, his race is dying out because their sacred trees unable to give them the life force that they need to survive the years that they survive, which essentially makes them somewhat immortal, and create the war beast that is to fight against the evil forces of the Juralia. And so it seems to be at the 300 page mark that there's a premonition of the Juralia returning for the ninth reign, which is essentially the ninth war that they're gonna have. But the Iborian people are not ready because why? Their legendary tree is dead, and so how are they gonna fight them? They're gonna die, right? So we think. I don't know. But what I love about the world building so far, and what I really like about Jen Williams' world, is that to me it's so unique because unlike anything, it's really unlike anything I've read before in terms of like the beast and the monsters that are present in her book. I'm not really someone who likes to read a lot of fantasy with a lot of monsters and creatures based in it. But even with like the fantasy I read that has creatures in it, it's usually like the typical mythical creatures like dragons, unicorns, I don't know, those like goblins, elves, dwarfs, those usual things that you see like in Lord of the Rings or whatsoever. But she has her own system of beasts and creatures, and I love it because like okay, the fell witches, they use bats, like giant bats, to travel. I was like, okay, that's interesting, never seen that before. And then the Juralia people, the evil ones, are, I don't know if they're truly evil, I'm just saying, okay? So the evil people in the book, the Juralias, they have like behemoths and maggots, like giant maggots and strange looking creatures that just look morphed, like they can be bears, but they're morphed, and they call them like, what do they call them? They call them parasites? Oh, I love that. I don't know why I love that. I'm like, this is reminding me of the Studio Ghibli movie, if you know it, Nazca of the Valley, where they are like literally gigantic bugs who are supposedly the evil forces in the story, and they are ugly as hell, and that is what the Juralia people use to fight against our main characters in the general world. I was like, oh, I love this. They're using insects and gross like creatures in general. Like, I love a world like that. Like, I get creeped out. I actually get creeped out. Like, it's scary to me. So I feel like this story has this steampunky feel because it's clearly, it feels like it's taking place in like the Industrial Revolution era, where there are like steam trains, and I'm not sure that it is, but it does feel like it. And that's why I'm enjoying the setting a lot. Like, I'm okay with the characters. I'm really, really mainly enjoying Lady Vintage, our scholarly woman, and one of the other characters who is a side character called Asian Lin, and she's the evil one. But I'm basically enjoying all these, like, I'm really, really enjoying the setting, and the story is just alright for me because I feel like we're still building up to something. We're still waiting for that big bag to come. And this is the first book in the series, so it makes sense. And so with that, I am very, very interested to continue. I've been trying to find any time to read this because the ninth reign really requires me to read fast because I feel like there's a lot of things going on. Even if the plot is not moving super fast, I feel like I need to read just to see more and more about this world that I'm so interested in. And honestly, I have to say that Tormelin and our other main character, Noon, they're both reminding me of Yennefer and Geralt from the Witcher series. Like, the two of them, their dynamics, they're reminding me of them. So I kind of like it. I really like Geralt and in general, the Iborian people reminded me of, the witches in the Witcher series, Yeah, so that's where I am so far. But I'll keep you guys updated if there's much to update. I'm really excited to continue on. I am happily reading the Ninth Reign and Dune, and probably will update you guys more about the Ninth Reign in general. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. Oh gosh, the weather is so hot. I forgot to end the vlog, obviously. My bad. But I decided to show you clips of my week, especially when it comes to school and what I eat, which I love to share. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But otherwise, actually, during the past week, I've been so focused on finishing school projects because essentially this school is gonna end in about 2 weeks time, and so I have two major presentations that I have to do by in 2 weeks time, and so because all my classmates are working adults like me, we're all finding trouble to like get our presentations done in time because we are working, we don't really have time to like focus on school as well. And so I've been actually allocating a lot of time outside of work to redo certain parts of our presentations to make it look good. And so I haven't had time to really read. But during the week, I actually made some pretty good progress with Ninth Rain, and I'm already around close to the 400-page mark, maybe about 30 pages away. And damn, I really love that book. Like, I think it's so fun. It's so unexpected for me because I think it's quite unlike any fantasy book that I really read, and it's not really my usual style of fantasy because, like I said, it's not really like the usual style of fantasy that I enjoy because I'm someone who really enjoys like actually having a court in like my fantasy books. There's some level of politics, there's some level of royalty and a kingdom of some sort or a ruling party that we follow. But with Ninth Rain, it's not really about that. Like, those kind of things don't really exist in the book. They have their like different factions in the story, but it's really not the main part of the story. It's just about like the world building part of things. And I'm actually really enjoying it because I don't know the tone of it. I don't know. I'm reading it with the audiobook, and I think the tone of it is British, and somehow it just makes it a lot more fun. Like, I really love British stale humor, which the book does have to a certain extent. Like, it's like the characters are a little bit sarcastic and they kind of fool around sometimes, which I super enjoy. Like, I actually can't believe that I thought that this would be something that I would enjoy, so I do, and that's very happy times for me. I tried to read Dune, but I really made practically not much progress with it yet. So that's that. I wish that I made more progress with it, but Dune is just something that is really slow, and even if I made like a 50-page to 100-page progress, not much has changed. And I can't say much, but as of current, our characters are in some sort of peril, and they're trying to stay alive. They're trying to like do the best that they can with the resources that they have. And so I'm rooting for them. I'm hoping that they'll be okay, and I'm just loving the fact that Dune is really like watching a chess game where different characters are moving the chess pieces to try and win the game in their own way. So I just love that. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. Sorry if this vlog was kind of boring because I didn't really do much reading and I don't have much reading updates, but some weeks it gotta be like that. So it's just realistic, right? So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!